Street Justice Cartoon Animated Series. Pilot Episode 1. Help Your Neighbor. Teaser. EXT. Atop of Fire Truck. EVENING. Opening titles. A young black man, Street is cleaning his truck, polishing a shine on the truck fenders and railings when he starts daydreaming. Street, thinking to himself, how can I spread more joy to these Marketown neighborhood people? Suddenly, Street is alerted to a car break-in and responds to scene. EXT. Marketown Streets, Alley, EVENING. A figure in a shadow breaks into a vehicle. The vehicle's alarm fills the silence of the morning. Gigi angelic voiceover. The city of Marketown was changing. And not for the better. Two shady-looking people, a male and a female, scurry away. Street rides past crime scene and overpowers the shady people, spraying much love in mid-stride. Gigi angelic voiceover. Once this city was full of good people living good lives. Street's truck flies by. Gigi angelic voiceover. Despair was now the new normal. Int. Abandoned house corner room, break of dawn. Homeless guy, 30s, starts off his day as normal, rustles from under some cardboard and newspapers. His stomach growls. Homeless guy, talking to himself. I need to find my own place to sleep soon. Sheesh. Homeless guy. And a bite to eat would be good too. He stands up, straightens up papers and cardboard boxes, picking one board for boarding up the broken window opening, and walks down the alley towards a main street. Corner, continuos. Homeless guy turns out of the alley onto the sidewalk and moves towards the corner store. He crosses the street, he reaches in his pockets and pulls out his empty hands. Homeless guy. To himself, I need a little money for shopping. Two teen African American girls, Gigi and Keisha, snicker at him as they walk by. Homeless guy pays no attention. Keisha. That man's nasty. Gigi. Shush, he'll hear you. Keisha. Like I care, am I lying? He smells like a wet dog. Gigi. You don't have to be mean. Though. Keisha. Like, it's my fault that dude's homeless. He could at least hit the shelter and wash or something. Gigi pauses, digs out a bit of change and takes it to homeless guy. Gigi. Here. Homeless guy. Thank you, young lady. Gigi returns to where Keisha stands with a judgy smirk on her face. Keisha. What did you do that for? He's going to bother you from now on. You know that, right? Homeless guy stands at the edge of the store's parking lot. He pulls a cardboard sign out from his jacket. Close on, the handwritten sign reads, Hungry, anything helps, God bless. Smiles help too. Assorted people head by him as if he isn't there. He smiles at each of them. Keisha and Gigi snicker and walk by and enter the store. End teaser. ACT1. Int. Corner store, DAY. Gigi and Keisha wave to corner store owner, 30s, foreign, with an accent, waves back as he deals with an older lady. Corner store owner. Yes, madam, $7.50. Older lady. Your price always come to a round number, it's amazing, considering sales tax. Corner store owner. Sales tax. Yes, that is strange. The older lady points towards the door. Older lady. There's a dirty beggar in your parking lot. He scares me. You really should make him leave. Corner store owner. Where? I don't put up with such shenanigans. You show him to me. I chase him away. Keisha and Gigi walk toward the drink cooler. Keisha. See. Even the foreign store guy don't want no homeless people bothering people for money. Gigi. Stop it. I only gave him some change. Gigi walks away. Keisha. Look girl, you hanging with me now. I'll keep you straight on this kind of stuff. Keisha, louder. You hear me? Gigi, sarcastically. Sure. Corner store owner comes from behind the counter. Corner store owner. To Gigi. Girls, I'm helping this lady and will be right back. Gigi. Okay. He helps the woman with her bag and they exit the store. Cut to EXT. Corner store parking lot, DAY. Corner store owner helps the older lady into her car. In the parking lot, homeless guy stands with his sign. Older lady. Thank you, now go run him off. Corner store owner. Oh, I will. Older lady. Have a great day. Corner store owner. You do the same, bye now. He helps shut her car door. His pleasant expression turns stern as he makes his way over to homeless guy. EXT. Corner store, parking lot. Homeless guy faces away from corner store owner. Corner store owner, buddy. Homeless guy doesn't turn around. Corner store owner, buddy, sir. Man with the sign, hey. Homeless guy turns around and still has a smile on his face. Homeless guy, sorry, I'm not used to being treated with respect. Corner store owner's expression softens, he motions with his hands wide open. Corner store owner, didn't we talk about this? Homeless guy, I didn't want to enter your business with no money in my pocket. It doesn't look right, you know. Corner store owner, I understand and feel for your situation, but... Homeless guy interrupts, I just wanted to get some money to buy something to eat. I didn't mean to upset anyone. Corner store owner, I know, look, if you can panhandle across the street. You just can't do it in my parking lot. Homeless guy, I'm giving you the money I make though. Corner store owner, please, anywhere but here. Homeless guy walks away, crosses the street and heads to where a group of people form a line in a church parking lot. Homeless guy, loud, I just wanted to get some food. Man. Homeless guy walks away, crosses the street. Dissolve to, int, Gigi's family kitchen, DAY. Mariam and Preacher, Gigi's parents, prepare bag lunches on the kitchen table as Gigi walks in the kitchen door. Mariam, hand me another jar of peanut butter, please. Preacher grabs the jar. Preacher, here you go, honey. Gigi, walking into the kitchen. What's with the sandwich assembly line? Mariam, today, we're handing out lunches to those in need. Dear, Gigi, sounds exciting. Mariam, did you have fun spending the night at Keisha's house? Preacher, who's Keisha? Gigi, my new friend, we're in a lot of classes together. Gigi allows a big yawn to escape. Mariam, did you stay up real late? Gigi, through her yawn, not too late. Mariam eyes her daughter, her expression reveals she knows Gigi's not being fully honest. Mariam, aha, Preacher, you should come and help us. Gigi's body language reveals she doesn't want to go. Mariam, it wouldn't hurt for you to learn more about being humble. Mariam and Preacher finish the sandwiches and add all the bags into a big box. Preacher, Gigi, will you please come with us? Gigi, how about I meet you at the church in a little bit? Mariam and Preacher give the daughter a hug and kiss. Preacher, fine, we'll be expecting you. He picks up the box and Mariam opens the door and they leave the house. Gigi sits at the table and rests her chin on her arms. Gigi, man, am I tired? She shuts her eyes, a moment later, she's asleep. Dissolve to, EXT, church parking lot, DAY. Mariam, Preacher and assorted church members hand out bag lunches to a group of homeless people. A banner behind them reads, Free Preacher Bag Lunch Day. In the background street, observes the event with a smile on his face. He leans against a truck that has the appearance of a fire truck. Super. A few hours later. Preacher checks his watch. Preacher, maybe I should call Gigi. A woman, Auntie May, 40s, walks up to Preacher. Mariam, let her make her own decision. Preacher, but, Auntie May, how did my niece forget to show up? Preacher, yes, something like that. Mariam, we both know she stayed up later than she led on. She's still learning life lessons. Homeless guy joins the line. Auntie May, how can I help? Mariam, grab a bag lunch and hand it to the next person in line, thanks. The group makes their way through the line and gets their lunch. Homeless guy stands across from Preacher and Mariam. Homeless guy, bless you all for helping us get food today. Mariam, thank you and we like serving the community. Preacher, how long have you been? Homeless guy interrupts. On the streets, it's been a few years now. I made some bad life choices and lost everything. I'm trying to get my life together. Then get a job. Preacher, if you come around tomorrow, maybe the church can get you headed in the right direction. They shake hands. Homeless guy holds up his lunch as a sign of thanks. Then heads away. Homeless guy, thank you, I will. He steps over to a tree and sits down, eats his lunch. More people get in line. Preacher, I'm so glad you're here today, Mariam. Mariam, me too, the need is bigger than expected. It's nice having a day off from the library. The hustler, a sketchy appearance, sneaks into the line for a lunch. He notices Preacher and Mariam and makes a swift motion with his hand to see if he can avoid their attention. Preacher notices his actions. Preacher, Mariam, yes, dear, Preacher, I think hustler already got a lunch but he's back in line again. Mariam walks up to Hustler. Mariam. Hi, Hustler. Sir, how are you today? Hustler. Hi Miss Mariam. How is bag lunch day going today? Mariam. Are you hungry? Street observes the interaction, narrows his gaze on Hustler. Hustler. Oh no, I'm just checking out the operation. Mariam. We have a lot of hungry people who really need these lunches. Hustler. I know. Hustler whispers to himself. I'm the hungriest. Mariam. Being a homeless person in this neighborhood. You are welcome to one more lunch. But that's it. Others are in need too, you know. Or maybe help us clean up and you can get what we have left over. Preacher. Exactly. Mumbling, we need more help at these events. Mariam. Excuse me. Hustler, let me help Auntie May. As she walks away, Hustler snatches a couple bag lunches and sneaks away. Street overlooks the scene and starts connecting a hose to his truck. Street. I think this man needs a dousing of much love. He takes the hose and follows Hustler. Int. Gigi's family kitchen, EVENING. Gigi wakes up still at the kitchen table. Her eyes go wide. Gigi, saying out loud. Oh no. The kitchen door opens and Mariam and Preacher walk inside. Preacher. We missed you at church. Gigi. I'm sorry, Mariam eyes her daughter at the table. Mariam. Fell asleep after staying up all night making those TikToking videos. Gigi can't hide her surprise. Preacher. Honey, when you give your word, you need to keep it. Gigi. I'm really sorry. I meant to come down there but I shut my eyes. Mariam. And 4 hours later, you woke up. Preacher. Just try and remember there's people who are going through some tough times and they could use a smiling face. Along with a bit of food to make the day just a bit better. Gigi. Yes, Dad. End first half. ACT2. EXT. Corner store parking lot, DAY. Dollar Man, late 20s, stands in front of his RV that is illegally parked in a corner store parking lot. Street notices Dollar Man and walks up to him. Street. What seems to be the problem, buddy? Dollar Man opens the RV hood and turns towards Street. Dollar Man. My RV stopped on me right here. I'm trying to get it running. Street. You know it's illegally parked on private property. The corner store guy wants you to move it. Can you get it towed, sir? Dollar Man. Don't have the money now. Kind of down on my luck. Street. Is that right? There must be some kind of way we can get this RV off this lot. As Street talks with Dollar Man, Preacher comes up to them with a big smile on his face. Preacher. Good morning, gentlemen. Seems like your RV is broke down. Huh. Dollar Man. Dollar Man. Something like that. Street. The corner store guy wants him to move it. But it won't start. Dollar Man turns to directly face Preacher. Dollar Man. Don't you run the community church around the corner? Preacher. As a matter of fact I do. We try to serve our neighborhood as best we can. How can I help you? Dollar Man. Street wants me to move my RV, but I don't have any money to repair it today. Preacher. Isn't your name Dollar Man? I heard of you around town with your Happy Hour Productions, or something like that. Heard you were rich. Our church can sure use a donation. In Preacher's mid-sentence, corner store owner walks up to the gentleman after seeing them gather through store window as all three men gathered up and talking. Corner store owner says to Street, will this RV be out of here soon? Street. Working on that right now. Dollar Man. I don't know why everybody thinks I'm rich. Actually, I live in my RV and struggle like everybody else. Preacher. Not what I heard. Corner store owner. Don't you have any money to get this repaired? Dollar Man. Not at this time. It's rough out here. Can it stay here until I get my check from my third job in a couple of days? Street. That's gonna be a problem. Corner store owner. A problem indeed. Can't have you block parking for my customers for a couple of days. Are you kidding me? Preacher. Since you got a check coming, you have money coming. I think I might be able to help you. My son owns his own body shop. He does repairs, and maybe can tow this over there and fix it. You can make arrangements to pay him when you get your check. Dollar Man. Can you do that for me? I really appreciate that. Preacher. It's gonna be up to Tyron. But I may be able to convince him in this situation. Corner store owner. That's a great idea. I got to get back in the store. Getting busy now. Corner store owner walks away from the gentleman back into the front door where he came out of. Street. That sounds like a solution. I trust you'll get this done, Preacher. This RV has to be out of this parking lot before end of day today. Preacher, let me go by the body shop and talk with my son right now. Dollar Man, I'll walk with you so I can make arrangements for payment for his tow and repairs. Street enters his truck and drives away. Dollar Man locks his RV doors, and they walk down the street toward the body shop. EXT, alley near body shop, DAY. Preacher pulls Dollar Man to the side. Preacher, when we get in there, let me do all the talking. Dollar Man, I really appreciate what you're doing. Once I get on my feet, I'll donate to your church. You all do good work. Preacher and Dollar Man keep walking until they reach the body shop front door. EXT, body shop front door, DAY. Tyron Crenshaw, mid-20s, lives with his wife, Dana, in their house connected to a body shop. He is under a car working when Dad and Dollar Man walk through the body shop side door. Preacher, yelling, "Hello, where you at, son?" Tyron rolls from under a car to see the gentleman. Tyron, "What's up, Dad?" Preacher, "Son, Dollar Man here has a problem, and you may be able to help him." Dollar Man, "You fix RVs?" Dollar Man says to Tyron. Tyron, "Yeah, why?" Dollar Man, "Here's the situation, my brother. My RV stopped on me in the corner store parking lot last night. I was at one of those wild parties and you wouldn't have believed it if I told you. Mind drifting off." Preacher, "Excuse me, that's not the reason why we're here. Here's the deal. Dollar's RV is stopped in the corner store parking lot. The corner store guy wants it out ASAP, and Street came by to make sure it's gone today. Only one problem." Tyron, "What's that?" Tyron adjusts his tools in his toolbox. Dollar Man, "I need a tow and repair but don't get my check until Thursday." Tyron, "Today's Monday. How's that work for my payment for all this work?" Preacher, "I told you to let me do all the talking, didn't I? And, wow, I'm still shocked, and can't believe you threw a wild party on Sunday night. That's unheard of, my brother." All three men laugh out loud together. Tyron walks over to Dollar Man and speaks to him directly. Tyron, "The only way your RV is gonna get fixed without any upfront payment is if I speak with my wife first. And I hear you, Dad. You wouldn't have brought him by here if it wasn't legit, and I feel better that Street's involved." Preacher, "Amen." Tyron, "Dana gets home around 3 p.m. from work over at the schoolhouse. I'll talk with Mariam about having some food and listen to some music while you work on his RV tonight. Tyron, if you get Auntie May to make me some of her world-famous collard greens. It's a deal. It will be up to Dana then." Dollar Man is fidgeting and getting nervous. Preacher notices his anxiety and cuts in abruptly. Preacher, "Call me later then, son." Dollar Man waves to Tyron as he follows Preacher out the front door. Tyron gets back under the car working. Preacher walks with Dollar Man to the corner store parking lot, waves goodbye and walks back home. Around 3:30 p.m., Tyron calls Dad's house. Int. Preacher and Mariam's house kitchen, DAY. Preacher's phone rings, he answers it. Preacher, "Hello." The conversation is intercut. Tyron, "Dad, calling to let you know Dana said we can all meet over here to eat, so I went over to the corner store, met up with Dollar Man and towed his RV to the shop already. Did Auntie May make my collard greens?" Preacher, "I think your mom talked to her and she said she is coming too. With your collard greens. You like you some collard greens, huh?" Laughing. Tyron, "Is Gigi coming?" Preacher, "Yeah. Think she's bringing her new friend Keisha. I want to invite homeless guy because he needs a meal too. We have enough food for everyone." Tyron, "Sounds good. See you all soon. Let me get started on this gig you got me into." Preacher, "Okay, thanks for your help. I'm on the way later on." Preacher hangs up his phone. EXT, Tyron and Dana's house backyard, EVENING. Dana Crenshaw Davis, mid-20s, Tyron's wife and school counselor at school where Keisha, 16-year-old teenager, and Gigi attend. Greets all those gathered to help Dollar Man. Keisha, "You have a nice house here." Dana, "Thank you, Keisha. I'm glad you could make it tonight." Dana motions toward the side door. Dana, "Gigi's over in the body shop with her brother." Keisha waves at Auntie May and exits out the side door. Dana and Auntie May set up the food table. Dana grabs the mustard container and accidentally splatters some of it on Auntie May's shoes. Dana, "Oops, sorry, Mariam. Those are thrift store shoes anyway." Everyone laughs as they gather to eat the meal. There is loud singing and dancing which alerts Street on a false alarm. Street arrives with hose in hand. Street, is there a problem here? Preacher, must be a false alarm. Street, grab a hamburger, and join us for prayer. Everyone was just about to go home for the night. Guess we got a little loud. Preacher clears his throat. Street, don't mind if I do. Street's face reveals his guilt as he stands beside the table. Street, it does seem like a good time here. He grabs a hamburger off the table. Preacher leads prayer with everyone at the end of night. Gigi Angelic appears in the circle during prayer. Preacher, thank you, Lord, for all you have done for us this day. Keep our health, our families, and lead us into everlasting. Everybody says, Amen, in agreement. Dollar Man, talking to homeless guy, hey man, you can stay in my RV a couple of days till you get on your feet. Homeless guy is stunned and speechless. Street and Preacher nod at each other in agreement. Gigi Angelic smiles over the gathering. EXT, park bench, EVENING. Gigi Angelic sits and faces the audience. Gigi Angelic, to explain what just happened, there is a lesson of love that should be learned. Gigi Angelic, Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And the second is like it, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Matthew 22, 3740, Inc. JV explained. End of episode.